Welcome to my review of the Storm Level versus the IQ-78U and the Tropical Surge Purple Navy. The Level is Storm's latest entry into the urethane-like category. Storm has done an excellent job describing what the Level is and how it does it without using the word urethane. The Level is designed as a reactive control piece and is very good at that. It's part of Storm's all-new SPI Lab series of balls, with the new RPM solid reactive Coverstock and the new Equalizer core. The 14-pound version that I'm throwing has a very high RG of 2.60 and a relatively low differential of 0.026. That means the core will naturally want to go further down the lane, but will have a medium flare potential, which helps provide that consistent reaction down lane. The core numbers alone put the Level square between the Pitch Black and the IQ-78U. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's a small action that makes a big difference in helping YouTube share quality videos. A huge thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. I'm so grateful for all your support. Now, let's head out to the lanes. This is going to be a little bit different video. I'm still going to show the balls individually, but at the end of the video I'm going to play all three ball reactions side by side. I think it's a great way to visualize the difference between these three balls, so be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video. While some of the properties of the Level are similar to what's found in urethane balls, a higher RG and lower differential, one thing that really stands out is its oil absorption rate. While urethane doesn't absorb oil, reactive resin does, and the Level really absorbs oil. One of the complaints I hear about urethane balls is that they start out with a dull surface, but after you start using them, the cover gets almost a slimy feeling. The Level absorbs the oil, and you don't see that oil buildup on the surface. As you can see, the Level is not a hook monster. It doesn't cover a ton of boards, but it does still manage to have a decent back-end reaction. One of the problems with urethane is that it reads the lane so early. If it's not thrown well, it can run out of energy and just flat tin all day long. The Level still has that reactive resin back end that helps increase the entry angle to help kick that tin out. If you watched the recent 2025 US Open or the PBA Delaware Open, you would have seen that the Level is not a urethane replacement and really wasn't designed to be. There were still plenty of IQ-78Us going down the lanes at those tournaments, but when it was time for urethane to go back in the bag, there were a number of Levels that hit the lanes. It provides a controllable reaction with the reactive resin motion in the back end. Moving on to the IQ78U, the urethane version of the IQ with the new PBA required 78 hardness. For some reason, there are people out there that aren't fans of the 78U, but for one reason or another, it's matched up really well with me. It was one of the first balls that I replaced when I moved from 15 to 14 pound equipment. I've deliberately left these first two shots in for the 78U specifically because of how true urethane reacts. The first few shots with urethane in your session hook extremely early and have a tendency to be somewhat uncontrollable. After a couple of shots, oil builds up on the surface of the ball and becomes much more predictable. For this reason, if you ever think you might want to throw urethane, it's always a good idea to throw a couple shots with it in practice. The IQ has a lower RG than the level. The 14 pound version I've got is a 2.54 versus the level's 2.60, and a higher differential, 0.034 compared to 0.026, which means you're going to see a little more flare out of the 78U. What I love about the 78U is what I love about the level, a consistent, controllable reaction. The 78U reads the lane, makes a turn for the pocket, and makes a beeline right for it. Moving on to the Tropical Surge Purple Navy, the 14 pound version has the same 2.60 RG and a nearly identical differential of 0.025. I'm a big fan of the new Tropical Surges. With the release of the Purple Navy and Midnight, they have made huge improvements in the Tropical Surge line of balls. The Tropical Surge is still an entry-level ball, a great one in my opinion, but the Reactor solid cover is significantly weaker than the RPM solid cover on the level. In addition, there are more aspects to the core than just the RG and the differential. For instance, the level also has the AI outer core. While they may have similar core numbers, the balls fit in different spots in the bag. Here are all three balls side by side. I'll be quiet now so you can just focus on the ball motion. What are your thoughts on the level? When do you plan on using it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you to Town & Country Lanes in Nitro, West Virginia for letting me shoot these videos. I'd like to thank my partner Storm for making the best bowling balls on the market, Vice for making the best inserts and interchangeable thumbs, and Bowlifi for making great looking and comfortable apparel. Stop by your local Storm VIP Pro Shop to see the latest releases in the Storm, Roto Grip, and 900 Global lines.